Siba, morning. Let me start with something that is very, very important, especially because this is the end of a 9 year cycle. This is the end of a 9 year cycle. So I'm going to start with something that is very, very, very important. Are you aware that there are people who need to go and wash their head? Only happy to see you. Oftentimes we blame everybody for our predicament and the things we are going through. We blame everybody except us because we don't want to look in the mirror. We are afraid of looking in the mirror because you know that if you ever look in the mirror, you would have to take responsibility for the actions and the inactions of the past. And I'm not saying this to be judgy, but it is not feasible for anybody to expect a beautiful, pleasant, glorious future if they are not deeply, brutally honest to themselves. Playing the victim is easy. When you see people who play the victim, they enjoy it. They enjoy it so much. It's like their life depends on playing the victim. And anybody can have this victimhood spirit. Anybody can have it. There are people right now who, if there is something you are meant to do, you are meant to focus less on what anybody did to you, because when it comes to your own situation, you are actually the one that did a lot of bad things to people. Yes. And you're human. It's possible to wrong people, to make mistakes. But you are going to sustain that hex, the witchcraft hex that has been placed on you, self-installed in you. You are going to extend it if you refuse to do a thorough self-examination, especially as we end a 9 year cycle and we move into a new 9 year cycle. Are you following me, guys? Anybody can claim that they are people who hate me, people who are doing this to me, they want to bring me down. For many people, what is going to bring you down is already in your body. Like my mother will always say, so you have to really sit down and ask yourself, I hope I have not done things. I hope I have not said things. I hope I have not wronged people who never did me any wrong. I hope I have not repaid evil for good. I hope I have not lied against people who don't deserve to be lied against. I hope that I have not stepped on toes. It's not everybody that you can make your enemy. You should never. Because, in a lot of cases like this, greetings everyone, the person doesn't even have to do anything to you. It's a spiritual universal law. And one of the easiest, quickest way to place an X on yourself. You place a X on yourself is when you fight the wrong people. You fight the wrong people. That's one of the quickest and the easiest ways. That's one of the ways to destroy the spell of good that you have casted or that you are about to cast around your name. Because if you're going around and lying against people who all they wanted for you was good and nothing more, who created opportunities for you to grow, but now because there is disagreement between you, you have to go around and be lying against them, you are destroying yourself and you don't know. Some people need to go and do proper ritual bath and wash their head and make a covenant, right? That they will no longer, in the name of trying to play the victim, fight people who don't deserve, who never deserved, lie against, slander people who all they have done to them is good. All. You can't say that this is something wrong that this person did to me, yet you go around slandering the person. You are placing a hex on yourself. You have now become the witch working against yourself. That's what has happened. Because there's a reason why for some people no ritual is working for them. They've done everything they need to do. Nothing is there. They still have to jump from one place to another, consult this person, consult that person. There is something that you have done, that you have placed on yourself. So you have now put yourself in a position of self-destruction. There is a seed to self-destruct that is in you. I'm saying this a lot of people need to do a lot of self-examination, because listen, the law of nature, the system of infinite intelligence, right, is not deceptive. The law of nature, the system of infinite intelligence, will not work against you if you are working for that law. So one of the ways that patterns repeat, one of the ways that people stay struggling, suffering, hardship, is when they've gone around to tamper with the image, with the reputation, to lie against people who never did them any wrong. Disagreements can happen between people, but there are people who they have never done you any wrong, but just because there is a disagreement, you move around to every place, slandering them. You have opened yourself to what the Yorubas call ashishe, the proclivity to just do wrong. And it doesn't matter where you go to another place. It's only a matter of time. Eventually you will still do wrong, because karma is real. People think karma is not real. It's going to catch up with you. So you must ask yourself these questions. You must ask yourself these questions. What do I need to do to become a better human being, so I don't come to this place today, right? Destroy my reputation. Oh, I don't want to be held accountable. Rather than just move on because you are wrong. No, you decide to just slander people, and you don't know you have placed a hex on yourself. So they will tell you, do name ritual. Nothing is working. You are jumping from pillar to pole, wasting the little money you have. It's because you are your own enemy. A lot of people, please tell yourself, I will not be my own enemy. See, the greatest enemy that can keep you down is you. If the whole world turns against you and you are not against yourself, don't worry, it's a matter of time. But the whole world can be for you. You can have a lot of people who are for you, but you are against yourself. That's why people have to jump from one place to another. Everybody that is doing any spiritual thing, they want to meet the person, because you are your own enemy. It's as simple as that. No babalawo, no afa, no prophet can save you. You are the only one that needs to set yourself free from the bondage that you have put yourself by your actions and your inactions. This is very important, because there are people who would say, I've tried everything, it didn't work. You know, go walk. Because there are people that when they remember you, because they know the sacrifices they made, they know the contributions they contributed into your life, but when they remember you, their heart does not bless you. And because those are people who actually sowed some, this is the law of nature. They sowed seeds in your life. They put their name on the line for you. But you did them dirty and you did them wrong. You didn't just stop there. You played the victim. You went around talking trash about them. So they don't even have to curse you. The fact that whenever they remember you, they're just like, this one. You have placed a hex on yourself. You have bewitched yourself wrongly. And it's only a matter of time. You will continue to jump from pillar to pole, from place to place, without any rest or stability, until you sit down and ask yourself, why is my life, why am I rigmaroling? Why is my life like a roller coaster? Why is it that with all the spirituality I claim, there is no stability? You have done some things to some people. That's what you have done. Ashishe. It's very strong, and it's very easy. Personally, it's very easy for me to spot a person who carries this energy of ashishe in them. The energy of wrongdoing is the energy of wrongdoing. And a person with the energy of wrongdoing, they can be in your circle, right? It's only a matter of time. They are going to do some wrong that are not necessary. They will do some wrong that are not necessary, and then you will realize that where they came from, they also did those people wrong and dirty. They will continue. We must sit down and ask ourselves, because every time you think that is one external enemy, one witches, one bad people that are holding you to ransom, you don't know you are the one holding yourself to ransom, playing against one spirit, one that the spirit that many people need to pray against is this. It is in them. It is in them. You are your own enemy. Self-destruct. The capacity for self-destruction has been planted in you by virtue of you repaying evil for the good that people did to you. And this is one of the signs that you have a hex on you. It's based on your past actions and inactions. Some people have wronged people they are not meant to wrong. Because every action, every investment, every word, every thought of people in your life, they are seeds. So you can move on thinking, oh, I don't care about, you can say all manner of things, but the person has a seed that they planted in you. And so have you noticed? Exactly. Have you noticed the patterns and proclivity to wrongdoing in you? There is a hex on you that you have placed on yourself. There are people you have spoken to in a very harsh way. There are people that you have treated, they never did you any wrong. There are people that you have slandered. You've attempted to shatter their image. You think all those things are not going to go free? No. It's time to sit down. It's time to sit down and ask very important, honest questions. Because all of the things I teach, there are people who apply them 3 months, their lives changed. There are people who apply them 6 months. There are people, a lot of the people who are following me, less than 1 year, everything changes for them. If you are still jumping from pillar to pole, check yourself. Because we are teaching universal principles here. You can't carry such anger into 2026 and think, oh yeah. You can't carry that anger into 2026. You can't. Because you don't want to be your own enemy. Because the moment you become your own enemy, your enemies don't have to, external enemies don't have to fight you. They will even know. So they don't have to use their resources and their time to fight you. You know, the most powerful victory is the victory that you win by not using your resources. There are people who have left some people alone because they know that I don't have to fight you. You will destroy yourself. There is something in you that would make you self-destruct. And I don't have to waste my time. Ashishe, that's what it's called in Yoruba. Sometimes it stems from this deep flaw in your character. This old trauma that you have refused to heal from. This wound in your soul. You've wrapped all those things up, and then all you do is play the victim. The moment something happens between you and a person, even if the person has staked their life for you, immediately, because you want to play the victim, you want to slander the person, and you cannot be free. You can't. The person doesn't have to fight you. You will run helter-skelter without rest. And that's why a lot of you, if you hang around such people, do you know that some of the challenges you are going through right now, many of you right here, do you know some of the challenges you are going through right now, is because you have aligned yourself with people who are suffering the consequences of self-inflicted wounds and hurts that they've placed on themselves, and then you are in their camp. It will rub off on you. So you have to pay attention to people who everybody is wrong, they are right. That's a sign. Everybody is wrong, they are right. Those are people you excuse yourself from. Everybody is wrong, they are right. And you are saying clearly that this person has only invested nothing but good, but the person is now, they now want to turn the table, and you are still with such person. And tomorrow when you are suffering, you will think you have aligned yourself with a person with such strong hex on them, such bad energy that they have inflicted on themselves, and you think it won't rub off on you. Thank you very much. I love what Robert Greene said: avoid the unlucky and the miserable. They destroy everything they are building by themselves. They use their own hands to destroy whatever they are building. Those are people you avoid. And listen to me, once you recognize that a person embodies ashishi, the proclivity to wrongdoing, because there is a hex on them that they placed on themselves by virtue of their behavior, how they have tried to destroy people who only, all they did to them is good. There are people I know that I'm just watching them. Yes. I'm just watching. I won't even spend 2 minutes on my altar saying anything about you. What will destroy you is in your body already. So, because you already have the proclivity to wrongdoing, ashishe, the Yoruba call it ashishe, is inside you. There is a hex that you've brought on yourself. And I'm not the only one. You've done it to several people. And you played the victim and you lied and you think it doesn't matter. Don't worry. You can't carry that into next year. There is my godfather. This is a man who lifted me up from the ashes. I've told you his story before. He lifted me from the ashes. He still called me last week. When nobody saw me, he lifted me from the ashes twice. A man who is from Benue State. I'm a Yoruba boy. He's from Benue State. I am a Yoruba boy. And a Benue Idoma man became my godfather, lifted me from the ashes twice. And there's been times that disagreements were brewing between me and him. I straight up, middle of the night, went to his house. I will never allow anything like that to happen between me and you, because you have never done me any wrong. So if there is a disagreement, let's trash it out. I don't want to place a X on myself, because you don't even have to curse me. There are people right now, and I'm going to be very direct about this, based on what I have done to them. There is already a curse on them because of the things they are going around and saying about me. And I don't have to spend 1 minute on my altar for them. I know what to do to stone them, but I don't want to waste my resources and my time. What is going to destroy them is already in them. You can't be like that to people and then expect because you are doing one ritual. That's why the rituals are not working. That's why the rituals are not working. Two different times. There are people in my life right now that I would never allow anything to make them feel bad about me, right? Because I know that no, there can be disagreement, but these people's investment in the seed they sowed in my life, no. No, I don't want ashishe in my life, because the moment you break the hedge, the serpent is going to bite and it will become a pattern in your life. So you go to a new circle of people, you go to a new person, you have a new relationship. That new relationship is also going to crash eventually. Just watch. If you are like that, you would have noticed these patterns in your life, because you have wronged people you were not meant to wrong. There are people you need to go back to and apologize to them. Yes. I've gone to an ex before, a girl, because based on what she did for me, I didn't have to treat her the way I treated her. I didn't abuse her. But the way I broke up with her was so disrespectful. And I knew that. And some things were going on in my life. And I said, this girl made a statement one time. And I said, I don't want to repeat any of these patterns. And I went to the girl. And I apologized to her. I never went around talking trash about her when I know that all those trash, they are lies. Because a lot of the things that a lot of people are saying about other people who have done them well. And only a stupid person will see some things and no, this person has done you well. Whatever, you will go and align yourself with such people and carry problem for yourself in the name of sentiment. Avoid the miserable. There is something wrong with people who go through hardship for too long. There is something, and it's usually self-inflicted wounds. They've placed the X on themselves by virtue of their behavior, what they did to other people. Ashishe. So it's time for self-examination, where you examine yourself. You examine what do I have these patterns in my life? Do I have these patterns in my life of wrongdoing? These patterns of wrongdoing, where I will build something for a while, build relationship, and I will destroy it by myself. Build businesses and I will destroy it by myself. You have a X on you. You have a curse. You have a bad energy that you have inflicted on yourself. You know, there are people that, where if there is a disagreement between you and them, just move on. Don't say anything. Don't say nothing to nobody about them. Just move on. But you go around, you are talking. You are talking. You don't, and you say you believe in energy. You don't understand what energy is. And they hear the things you said, and we're in a quantum field, and they don't even have to talk, but their heart can never bless you. Meaning that all their seeds and investments in you will become corrupted. And because it is in you, they already gave you their energy. That energy will work against you. So it's not everybody you fight. Leave some people. What would destroy them is in them already. Because such individuals, they carry within them the seed of their own self-destruction. The seed of their is already in them. So don't worry, don't stress yourself. Because their misdeeds would always expose them. Anywhere they go, it's only a matter of time before they self-destruct again. They crash again, move to another place. That's the way it is. I have friends I've been with for 20 years. The guy that prints my book, some of you know him, Muiwa. I think Kemi I was on the phone with Muiwa one time, and Kemi was like, are you people fighting? I said, we're not fighting. That's how we have been talking to each other for 20 years. We have had disagreements, right? But both of us have never gone around. So there are people, they can't even say, this person, I've known this person for 20 years. It's always 2 years, 1 year, 9 months, 6 months, jumping from one place to another. Everybody is bad, they are good. Everybody hates me, I am special. You are not special, you are nasty. You are a nasty person who carries the energy of misbehavior, ungrateful, toxic. That's what you are. We have to say, I told you, I said for the rest of this year, I'm going to trigger you and make you uncomfortable. I'll trigger you and make you uncomfortable. See, there are people who are not waging any war against you. When you get to this point of what they call ashishe, you have entered the realm of wrongdoing. Because you've done a lot of bad things to different people at different times who didn't do you any wrong. Now it has become a pattern in your life, right? People don't need any weapon to fight you. You become the weapon fashioned against yourself. You are going to become the weapon that is fashioned against yourself. The ashishe in you becomes the weapon you wield by yourself to self-destruct. And they don't have to use any of their, you think they are waging war against you. No, nobody is waging. You are just, something happened recently and somebody was saying, they are trying to bring me down. They are trying to do this to me. And after, my divination, I said, no. This person actually carries ashishe. That's why I think some people want to, no. You are the one. You must self-destruct. And you won't listen to anybody until you self-destruct. Kai. People need to sit down and examine themselves. Life is too easy for anybody to be in a state of instability, hardship, jumping from one place to another every now and then. I'm going to trigger you between now and the end of the year, because people are not telling you the truth many times. They are making you feel that you are the victim all the time. No, a lot of people here, you are not the victim. You have become a victim of yourself, by yourself. Because you touched people. When the Bible says, touch not the anointed and do my prophet no harm. What does that mean in this context? There are people you are not meant to touch based on their investment and the seeds they have sown in your life. All you can do is move on from it, but you are not meant to even say any negative thing about them, because it will bounce back at you a million times. And it will form a pattern and a system in you where you always want to have proclivity to wrongdoing in the name of playing the victim. Because you want to slander their name. You don't even know some people have cast a spell around their name. For instance, anybody going around and using my name, you have already destroyed yourself. I don't have to do anything to you. Very important, guys. Because when I sat down, I said, why am I teaching people how to cast a spell around their name when I have not, why they should cast a spell? The how is going to be during the 36 days. I'm going to tell you why. I will show you the problem. But the solution will be shared during the 36-day manifestation. But you can still catch some solution here. I say, why am I teaching them why they need to cast a spell around their name when I have not told them? Right? The caveat, I'm sharing the caveat to you now. Because if you have tried to destroy the name of people who did you no wrong but good in the name of one disagreement, you have touched a name that has a spell around it. And it must backfire. Except you sit down and you are honest to yourself and you repent where need be. You don't even have to go to anybody and say, I am sorry. No. Sit down and repent where need be. Change your mind. If not, you can cast all the spells in the whole world around your name. It's always going to backfire, because you have touched the anointed and you have done the prophet Noah, you have done the prophet harm. Are you following me, guys? So before you get to casting a spell around your name, ensure that you have not placed the X on yourself by virtue of rewarding good for evil in the name of trying to prove one point that is not there, because they don't have to fight you. Your memory alone, their memory of you alone does the job. One of the ways you know people who have placed the hex on themselves, they are not stable, they jump everywhere, is they disrupt relationships. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. A lot of the hex that people go through, a lot of the issues they go through, they are self-inflicted. Just know that now. The world is an energy field and we're all vibrating unique frequencies. So what you are trying to become a better person and do well for yourself, and yet people are trying to support you, and then you turn around, right, trying to destroy their name, right? And what a hex does is whatever negative frequency already exists in you, it will amplify them, and then it will become a pattern. So you are with these people today, you fight them, you move to the next people, you fight them, and that's how people go around the circle, because you have become the weapon that is fashioned against yourself. Because you know what you have done when you do that? You have attracted negative spiritual emissaries against yourself. So if somebody was sending you 100 positive energies and they were investing 70% of time into making sure that your life becomes better, and then you turn against them, all those percentage will become negative spiritual emissaries. So especially for people who have casted spells, it is not everybody. No, see, not everybody can be your enemy in this life. Not everybody. Be very careful who you make an enemy. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything. So before you move to casting a spell around your name, you must make sure that you are not tarnishing other people's reputation and name, because it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. Say after me, I will not suffer wrongdoing. I will not suffer wrongdoing. I will not suffer wrongdoing. Anything that is in me, any pattern, any seed of wrongdoing that is in me, I cleanse myself of them. I wash myself off of them. I will not suffer. Every wrongdoing, all the consequences of every wrongdoing, they end with 2025. I am moving into the next 9 years of a glorious, beautiful life of victory. I will not suffer wrongdoing. Now say this, I will not suffer the consequences of other people's wrongdoing. That's another thing. I will not suffer the consequences of other people's wrongdoing. I will not suffer the consequences of other people's wrongdoing. I'll tell you a short story, and this story is not to a lot of you, my brother is pure Babalawo. This one is not like pure. Knows how to perform X's and all that, but he said he is sent to his family. He doesn't want to do anything. He's not commercializing it. It's his family. And there is a guy that for about 3 years, I carried him and his family on my head. I'm not saying this to boast. I'm just telling you so you can understand that it's not everybody you play with. It's not everybody you go around using their name when they have done you no wrong. And it's not everybody you see who is crying about how life is to them that you now go to them, you now start pity-patting with them. I'm sorry, you will catch the consequences of someone else's wrongdoing. Farakoko. I will not, say after me, I will not suffer the consequences of other people's wrongdoing. The moment I notice that you carry that energy in you, I just give you a distance, because I'm not going to be part of your, in the name of pity party, no. And there was a disagreement between me and this young man, the same young man that I've carried his life on my head. And he said, and I put it on speaker. He was saying, in this Abuja, I would deal with you. I will make sure you go down. My brother is very quiet. He doesn't talk. And my brother heard what he said. And my brother just went into his room. Then he was still in Abuja. And weeks later, the same guy, his brother called me and said, please, you are the only one who can help. Who can you speak with? This guy is in prison. And he was on speaker, and my brother heard, and I said, let me quickly see who I can call. That was the same guy that said he was going to deal with me in Abuja. And my brother heard when I said, let me see who I can call. My brother came out of the room and said, if you call anybody, you will go to prison with him. And I simply said, what? If you call anybody for him, you will go to prison with him. And I said, what? What did you do? And this is why I don't discuss disagreement that I have with a lot of the people in my... I told you on Friday, I said you must have people in your life who can sit down in the middle of the night on your case. Your structure, your army. And I said, did you hear? I said, yeah, I heard when he said he was going to deal with you in Abuja and you will go down. And that's all I'm going to say. But if you make any call for them to help him, you are going to prison with him. And I said, because there's a X. And I said, because there's a X on him already. Eventually, it came out. I don't know. There are people you must avoid because they are suffering the consequences of their wrongdoing toward people who didn't do them any wrong. That's what they are suffering. And they have refused to be honest and sit down and ask themselves honest questions. No, I didn't do right here. I shouldn't have tried to destroy this person's reputation. I shouldn't have threatened the same person. Don't go and magnetize suffering to yourself. It's better you move on. It's when it says, touch not my... Some of you here, you are watching me, right? Some people touched you. You didn't do them any wrong. All you did to them was good. And then they repaid you with evil. And then they landed in major trouble. But because you are not spiritual, they came back to you. They are being punished for the evil they tried to do to you. And you still join them to see how you can rescue them from the evil. And then you landed in more trouble. You landed yourself in more trouble. Do not be ignorant of the devices. See, listen, you have to be at alert. You have to be at alert. There are people who, what they are going through now are the consequences of their wrongdoings towards you. And you still step in and you go collect too with them because you are meant to avoid them. You go collect with them. Even though you are the one, is the consequences of what you go collect with them. You know, everybody go collect water. You go collect water for something that someone did to you and they are suffering the consequences. You go collect water. You will collect water. Ashishe. You must avoid these people. You must avoid. And if you know, you sit down and ask yourself, you've done wrong to people who never did you any wrong. And in the name of paying the victim, you have created patterns and systems in you that has made you develop this proclivity to wrongdoing. You go to a new place. It's only a matter of time they discover you misbehave. Go to another place, you misbehave. You need to sit down and perform a proper self-examination. Some people need to wash their head in the river. Some people need to go and do proper ritual bath. Thank you, Ayo. Don't stay in the way of other people's karma. No. Because they reciprocated karma for dharma. Someone tried to do them good, they tried to reciprocate with evil, and they've done it to many people. So they are the embodiment of wrongdoing. Especially if they have used other people's names. You try to tarnish people's reputation with their name. You lie against them using their name, and you don't know that these are people who have done something to their name. So before you learn how to cast a spell around your name, understand there are caveats. If you don't know, you are too careless. In the name of trying to play the victim, going around and trashing people's name, it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. Ashishe, that's what it is. I'm sure there's a meaning. There is a word for it in Igbo. Ashishe. Ashishe, that's what it is. So on Friday I said a name is not a label. If you understand, if Ashishe is ASISE, of course it has its intonations. Ashishe. She, misdoing, wrongdoing, proclivity to wrongdoing. Thank you. In Igbo it's called Ebuonu. Ebuonu. That's what it's called in Igbo. Ask yourself. Examine yourself. Examine yourself. Because we said on Friday, we said a name is not a label. A name is not a label. A name is a frequency. A name is a contract. A name is a spiritual password. A name is a vibrational identity. So if there are people who have this understanding and they've cooked their name, and you think that you can just say any trash about that name, no, you have to rectify that first before you go into any casting spell around your name. Because it seems that you don't even understand what a name is. That you should never lie against anyone using their name. You should never accuse anyone wrongly. In Ghana, it is called fim. Fim. There is a name for it everywhere. Do you know what? In African cosmology, in Yoruba, name is Ashe, Ori, mapping, ancestral memory, Ori. Your name is kind of associated with your Ori. Chi alignment. There's nothing wrong with Ifa initiation. You need to, if you think you should do it, go and do it. Because the name is a portal. A name is a portal. Your name is a spell. So names carry spiritual authority. Names carry spiritual authority. Names carry spiritual authority. Ashe. Names Ashira. Names carry spiritual authority. So before you cast a spell around your name, you must understand that you cannot rubbish other people's name and think that casting a spell around your name is just going to cover. No. Your name is your Orisha frequency, because every Orisha has a name. Shogo, Ish, Obatala. So you have a name like Oluwatobiloba, Oluwatosin. It's a frequency. It's a frequency. So a person that bears such name, and they understand the frequency behind their name, and they've casted a spell around their name, and then you picked up their name, trashing it, and think now you want to now cast a spell around your own name, it's going to backfire. Chukwebuka. There are people who are careless with their names. I evoke my Ori in my name. I perform sorcery, magic around my name. Because your name in Igbo cosmology evokes your chi, Chukwebuka. Right? Your chi is your personal God, your spirit double. So whenever you call your name, you must know that you are evoking your personal chi, your personal God. I told you, if your destiny is bigger than you, right? You must build defensive shields and develop attack strategies around you. Because there are people out there who have nothing to lose, and all they want to do is destroy what you are building. So you can't just settle for just these exoteric doctrines and dogmas that don't take anybody anywhere. It's just basic. How many Ghanaians do we have here? That's Ghanaians, they name based on the days of the week, right? So there are elemental archetypes. You hear names like Kofi, Ama, Afia, Nana. So there is a vibration during the 36-day manifestation that will start on the 16th of December. The link is in my bio if you want to participate. I'm going to break it down, and I will use my name as an example, so you know how I applied this principle in my name. That's why people love my name. Standard. People hear my name, they just love. I love that name. I love that name. Yes, there are embellishments, and that's what I'm teaching during the 36-day manifestation. There is a protective shield around the name. The name is prophetic. It evokes my Ori every time it is called. It's not a name anybody plays with. It took me a lot to get back my confidence and my belief in that name. Let's say, I'm sure I'm Kofi. In neuroscience, your name is your identity coding. You can actually use your name, right, to change the algorithm of how your brain responds to your situation. So new neurons can be introduced. That's what I did. I'll close by telling you this story, guys. I don't teach what I don't practice. And I've said this story before, I'll say it again. And you will know that the same way I said it, I'll say it like that, so you know I'm not lying. The only liars will tell one story 3 times and it's different. So one of those times I was in the gutter of life, I was down. And I had some of these friends that back then, before I left Nigeria, I will close the deal, I'll call all of them, I close the deal, I'll share the money, I'll do all of that. I didn't know that they were also, there are people that even your good doing that you are doing to them stirs up envy in them, and you don't even know. You are helping them, but you are stirring up envy in them. You are stirring up unnecessary competition that does not, you know that you can't compete with them. I'm bigger than this person, I can't compete with this, but they just can't handle the fact that how is this person doing it? There are people like that in your life. I didn't know I had a lot of people like that in my life back then. So these days I know how to spot them. I fling them away. Flip of a second. I'm trying to help you. You are trying to stir up competition. It's obvious I'm bigger than you in all ramification, and I'm just trying to lift you up, and then you are stirring up unnecessary drama. Who are you? Get away. And this, one of them, when I came back to Nigeria, was in that mess, and they started pointing out the things I didn't do. When you are supporting people and they are at your mercy, they forgive you, or anything you mistake, they'll forgive you. But the moment they feel that you are down, then they highlight all the same errors that they forgave, they will highlight them. And that was exactly what was happening. And one of them, who is quite popular, came one day and said, he's looking for something, if I can get it for him. And I said, I can get it for you. And he said, okay, so maybe and he came and drove with his girlfriend, and they saw me. And he said, okay, I'll call you. And he drove back. And he mistakenly sent me a voice note. If you know this story, I've told this story before, type in the comment section. There are people here who have told them this story before. Type in the comment section. Yes. There are some of you who are here. I have told this story before. Thank you. And he sent me a voice note by mistake. I want to teach you how to use neurospirit science, right? To recode your identity using your name. Exactly, Ajemi Posu said with her eyes shut, she can narrate the story. And I listened to that voice note. I was in the gutter of life, guys. And the same friend that we used to be together, would support, stayed with me at some point, the same came and sent this kind of voice note to me because he saw that I was down. And this is what he said in the voice note. He was trying to send it to other friends. I said, Mama, I see Femi today. That guy don't finish. When you see him, you're going to say, Femi don't finish. He's gone. He's finished. And I looked finished. And I listened to the voice notes. He did not know that he sent it to the wrong person. He did not know that he sent the message to the wrong person. He didn't know that I was the one that he sent it to. So I replied him and I said, thank you very much. It was when I replied him, he said, Kai. And he started calling me. I didn't answer him. And he sent me messages and said, I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. Maybe, can you come tomorrow? You were telling me that I should tell so person who owns those chains of hotels. You told I should tell him that I should help you. I should get a job for you there. And I said, can you come tomorrow? I will help you. Whereas in the voice notes, that he sent mistakenly, he also said, in they asked me, say, make I help make I talk to so person who is very popular. If I mention the name, make I talk to so person. So we then go give him job for one of the hotels. He then go bring him now. He go take over from everybody. You know how him be. He go just stay there. Everybody go just they like him. He go just they spread. I no go ever give him any job. He said it. So he said, hey, can you come tomorrow? I can talk to so person. I said, but you already said it in the voice note. When you already said in the voice note that if you tell this guy to help me, I will take over from everybody. And I said, don't worry about it. But I just want to thank you so much for this voice note. And guess what I did to the voice note? I downloaded it and converted it to MP3. With my Android almost dead. I don't know how that phone was able to do some things then. Because it was with that same phone I was doing YouTube, but the phone had epilepsy. I downloaded it. I converted it to MP3. I converted this voice note to MP3. And I listened. I put it on repeat and I listened. I said, I can't go lower than this. It that is down did not fear a fall. Now that everybody feels that I am finished, no more hiding. So I said to myself, I am going to listen to what this guy said repeatedly overnight. Oh Lord, boy, you know serious. So did I add beats? And then that was what I listened to overnight. I see Femi today, he don't finish. When you even see himself, you go, no. In the even they tell me, say, make I have talk to this person to give him work for in one of the hotels. Especially maybe if you bring him come now, you go take over from everybody. He could just stay there. Everybody could just they prefer him to everybody. I've said no. I don't know the jazz that his mother did for him. I've told him I listened to it all through the night repeatedly. I wanted that sword to pierce every part of me so I can bleed all the bleeding I need to be. I said, let me see if I will wake up tomorrow morning. I said, let me see if I wake up tomorrow morning. I said, but if I wake up tomorrow morning, I began the process of neuroplasticity, identity encoding. So I was able to establish my current situation. And when I woke up in the morning, after a very long time that I did that, I put on my headphone and I wore my sneakers. I had not done that for a very long time. And I put on my hoodie. Many of you know a place called Legislative Quarters in Abuja. You know Legislative Quarters, Zone 1. I was at Zone E then. That street where it's very beautiful. You have a lot of trees there. I was sleeping in one of the houses that I bought for my godfather before I traveled, on the floor, because he said, Femi, you've made so much money. If you are broke this time, go and meet all those your friends you are spending your money on. So I was sleeping on the floor, woke up, put on everything, and I said, I am going to jog around all these zones from Zone 1, from Zone A to Zone E for 21 days. And I'm going to say this, I am Femi Jubal. I am not finished. Let me tell you something. There are Christian music that you can use. Please, I don't do ego, all those ego spirituality of small people. I don't do it. I don't condemn everything because I don't agree with some part of it. No, I use everything I can use. And then there is a song by Bethel Christian Center. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its sting on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. And I heard that song, and I reduced the volume of that song. You are the architect of your life. You are the source. Everything outside you are tools that you can use. Use Quran, use verses of the Bible, use Neuroscience. That was what I did with my life. Because someone already told everybody Femi is finished. And I began my neurospirit science exercise, the neuroplasticity of identity re-encoding. And I reduced the volume of that song, and I was walking on that street. My name is Femi Jubal. I am not finished. I am Femi Jubal. I am not finished. And I did it for 21 days. I did it for 21 good days. I am Femi Jubal. I am not finished. There were times I'll be walking and I'm crying. And people pass by me, like, what is wrong with this guy? And several times people will come and meet me and say, is everything okay? I'll be like, is everything? I even feel like crying now as I tell you. And I'll be like, I'm okay. And I will be crying and say, I am Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. I am Femi Jubal. I will be walking around for 21 days. That's what I did. And after 21 days, I came back. And after that, boom, ideas started coming. Call your godfather. You can't be in this house. This is a 6-unit of 3-bedroom flat with BQs. And he's telling you he doesn't want any tenant, he doesn't want anybody, he doesn't want problem. Tell him that you want to renovate the whole house and put it out on rent. And after that, I called him and said, this is what we should do. I don't like the fact that this house, I'm sleeping on the floor, there is nothing here. And he said, okay, no problem. Call so pressing and you guys should do it. And we did the renovation of the house. And it was from there, boom, I got back in the real estate and things started working. Neuroplasticity and identity encoding using your name. Some of you right now, you need to step out. Tonight, you need to walk under the stars and call back the frequency and evoke your chi, your ori in your name. By the next time the guy was saying me, I was pulling up in the Benz CS 550. The next time, he was confused. How? He couldn't say it, but he was. The people who have mocked you, you don't have to run helter-skelter. You can re-encode your identity using your name. It is a practice. This is brain. Your brain is the center of your manifestation. Your brain is the altar of your manifestation. And your brain loves dramatic exercises. Your brain loves symbols, images, rituals, repeated practices. Your brain loves it. I have done this several times. I have seen it. And that's how I re-encoded my life. That's how I did emotional tagging around my name. The sound frequency of my name. The archetypal identity of my name. When this name sounds, it sounds authoritative. It sounds with love. It sounds with acceptance. That's what your name is. It's a soul food. That's what your name is. There is a correlation between your name and your brain. Your brain, please say after me, my brain is the altar of my manifestation. So you know what happens? You are going to turn your name to a neural instruction. So when you call your name, neurons are introduced that signifies the frequency of that name. This is not just neuroscience. I have coined my own out of, I've done several certifications in neuroscience, but I said, no, I just don't want to call it neuroscience. I call it neurospirit science. This is neurospirit science. My name is a strong tower. The syllables of my name murmur like the middle. Everyone loves my name. Every money that is attached to my name. Because by virtue of infinite intelligence, there are a lot of monies out there that because I have this name, those monies are meant to come to me. Make you know they Jones me. Ogba by my side. Man mount, Maforisa. The money where you they owe me. Bring my money. That's why I like that song. It's happened. Every money that is meant to come to me by virtue of my name, they must come to me. Because my name carries the frequency of those monies. Give me my money, the money where you they owe me. Make you know they jones me. Ogbafi Ade by my side. Men mount, Maforisa. There is a reality you're going to encode in your name, and then your reticular activating system would filter every reality based on the identity you have encoded in your name. That's what's going to happen to you, because there is a correlation. When your name is called, your brain is active. Your brain is at alert when your name is called. There is a sound frequency and vibrational aspect of your name. All of these, we're going to dissect them during the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. If you want to register for it, the link is in the bio. There are vowels in your name, the energy carriers of it. There are vowels in your name, the energy carriers of your name. There are consonants in your name, the energy containers. In numerology, your 3 expression numbers. If they have 2 testimonies about that, I'll bring you up after. I'll bring Ajemi Kwasi up after. Your name shapes your aura, your self-perception. Your name shapes it. Your name shapes it. Your destiny number is gotten from your name, the program of your potential, your soul urge, your office, your soul blueprint, your soul algorithm, your soul software. Your name shapes your self-perception. I am Femi Jubal. I am not finished. I have seen the workings of my name in the past. So just because I was in the gutters, I woke up and said, no, my name is Femi Jubal. I am not finished. My name, your name can be Oluwatobi, and there is nothing to be in your life. God is big and you are small. You are the smallest. Oluwamurewa, but only negative things. No, that's the frequency of your name is Oluwamurewa. Yet it's always about what is going wrong. What is going wrong? Oluwatosin. God is worthy of praise. Chukwebuka, what does that mean? I don't know what it means. Uche Chuku. You have forgotten the meaning of your name because you've casualized it. But you don't know your name. You can use your name to recode your identity through advanced esoteric rituals, which I'm going to teach during the 36-day manifestation of future design mastery. When you study history and you look at the Ottoman Empire, and you read the story of that soldier, Muhammad, his mother would take him to the sea and tell him, across this is where you have Constantinople. And he said, you, Muhammad, you are going to recover Constantinople from the Romans. He said, you are going to recover Constantinople from the Romans. His mother ingrained it in his head. So when he was faced with challenges, what he was saying was, me, Muhammad, I am going to recover. And he did it. He did it because every of his spiritual faculties knew that was what was meant to happen anyways. How many of you have seen the movie Apocalypto by Mel Gibson? When invaders came. How many of you, if you have seen Apocalypto by Mel Gibson? And invaders came and they took over these people's land and they were maiming them and unaliving them and violating them. And there was a young man, I can't remember his name, Jack Pond or something. And one of the last scenes of that movie, he came back to his land and the invaders followed him and he was in the bush and he said, my name is so. My father gave us this land. His father's father gave him. his father's father gave him. He called his name. He called his name. A lot of you have forgotten your name. That's why you don't understand the power in the name. That's why you spoil people's name everywhere in the name of playing the victim, because you don't even understand the power in the name. My name is sacred. My name is power. My name is a strong tower. And listen to me, every 9 years you are actually meant to perform the ritual of casting a spell around your name. Every 9 years. Yes, you renew every 1 year, but there is something every 9 years hold for you that you can tap into it. 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 Because there's a frequency. Abrahamic religion. What's the Abdullah doing? Please don't disrespect people's religious beliefs and whatever they hold sacred. I don't know who is doing that. Please, we don't do egoistic spirituality here. Have respect for people. Disagree respectfully. That's it. In Abrahamic religions, in Judaism, in Kabbalah, all of those, your name is not just a name. That's why people spend some time before they name a child. Some people were named by a drunkard. Some people, when they were named, the person that named them was drunk. That's why you see, there is a reason why somebody will just wake up and say, I don't like my name. There is a reason. The frequency is telling you something. In Christianity, what does your name determine? It determines your mission. This child's name is Jesus, and he will save the world from their sin. So his name designated his mission. What happens in Islam? Your name reflects your divine attributes. What are the attributes that you were born with, that your parents or whoever named you has sensed by virtue of the energetic frequency that exists in that space when you were born? So you ask me, why do you think Abram changed his name to Abraham? Sarai changed her name to Sarah. Jacob changed his name to Israel. Names shifts. Your name shifts your identity and your destiny. Don't play with. See, when I see people who are tarnishing people's image using their name, I just know this one is ignorant about the power in the name. And that's the same way they don't regard their own name. Even the ancient Kemets, the Greeks, the Chinese, name carries elemental destiny. The Vedic, the Indians. We're going to stop here. It's okay to change your name. Exactly, it's okay to change your name. The 36-day manifestation starts on the 16th of December, and these and many other courses, I'm going to treat them and deal with them during this 36-day event. If you want to know more about it, send a DM or click the link in my bio or check the pinned post on my TikTok. You will see all the schedules, what we are doing this day on the 17th and all that, the days we have breaks. Yeah, I'll bring you up, Ajemi, because don't worry. The two categories in the master class, the premium and the VIP, because there are a lot of people who you may not. There are people I'm going to teach how to do it. There are people I'm going to do it for. Everything you see, the courses we are treating, everything is there in the pinned post on my profile. You can't joke with the next 9 years of your life. If you know your destiny is bigger than you, you must swallow your pride and know that the opposition against you is just as big, if not more, than how big your destiny is. And you need to have people in your life who can see that and say, no, this one cannot go down. This one, no, can't go down. This one can't go down. This one can't go down. I don't know about you, but I am ready for 2026 to 2034. I am ready. Let's have Ajemi Kosi. Ajemi Kosi, go ahead, please.
Grand Rising FJ, Grand Rising to the whole house, and I hope you're having a great Sunday. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, FJ, because there's the time difference, because I'm in the UK, and I was almost gonna miss the Sunday school because it's still the 11 o'clock thing, but something woke me and I joined. But before I joined, I was going through some personal ritual thing that I have been doing, and it's so uncanny that you actually talked about the mind, because the exercise was about the mind. And I keep wanting to really emphasize to people not to joke with FJ. Look, guys, it is not about FJ, and I just want you to know that what is teaching us here is how to become spiritual beings, and I think we miss it a lot, because the mind re-engineering, it goes beyond what it teaches us until you practice it. And that is why most times, even if I miss anything and I hear, I'm like, are you in my house? Are you on? What is going, and that's because of the telepathy of the connection. And I want to tell people that when he says these things, it is not for you to see it as gist. That is what would separate you. And the 9 years he's talking about is heavy. And by now, you should be consecrating your own altars of that spiritual realm. And you're taking it down with you so that you're in sync before this 36 days marathon starts. It should not just be a marathon. Now, FJ, I want to talk about 3 things you talked about money, and I'm sharing this with people, and I hope you will take it again as a coding, an information as to why maybe you need to go back into yourself. So I was born Abimebola, and the meaning of Abimbola is I would always meet wealth, even though my father, when I came to the UK, I didn't see money on the pavement of UK. I said, Daddy, you lied to me. He said, look again, it's there for you. I never went to the cash point and got money for them. They said, that's a look again, tell them your name now. But I really didn't. But let me tell you guys, I truly have never lacked. And it is to a point where I'm not talking about riches, though. I'm not talking about yachts. I'm not talking about airplanes. I'm not talking about all those things. Because guess what? I really don't have a need for it. And I have never felt I lacked it. But somehow, in the journey of my life, it comes to me. To the point that people would say, don't you realize what you are having? I'm like, Matasha.
And that's
but let me now tell you something. And I have always believed in that. I have never been money conscious, and anyone that knows me knows that I am not like 5 kobo naira money as in cash. I have never focused on it. I don't know why, but somehow I have. I'm not saying I have a mansion, guys, not that, but I'm telling you that there's just something with me and money that I'm not conscious. Actually, money, I would give it out. It's like I just have to spend it. I hate to hear there's a need, I would spend it. But let me tell you what happened. Because of those behaviors, a friend of mine, and I always say this, that if you're in a friendship, if you're in a relationship of any kind, and you have not been tested with money, forget that relationship. And I'm not talking about few monies. I'm talking about the money. If you are a billionaire, or even if you're a cobonnaire, and your friend you cannot call your friend right now and you say, I need that your last kobo. If your friend starts with, what do you need it for? Did I not? Is it on the top of the you? And they cannot say, as requested, I'm sending it to you right now. Forget that friendship. Forget. You guys have not been tested. You have not. And until you get there, forget it. So, with my few friends like that, so my friends are really wealthy people and I love them for it. They changed their TV cars almost 9 months. And I'm like, yeah, I want all those things. I am proud to accept anything they want to give away. But my friends know me, that I would stand by their dreams. I would stand by them in terms of that. So a few years ago, before COVID, let me tell you the year exactly because it's relevant. And I'm sorry if I'm taking time, but I feel some people need to hear this. So in 2010 precisely, a friend of mine asked me for money. They wanted to start a business. And luckily for me, I was studying for my master's that year. And my family paid for it. And they also paid for my accommodation and all that. That I should just bask in the mastership, because you would go for you go for courses, you go for seminars, you would travel, that I wouldn't be able to be in work. So they covered that year. But I was fortunate that I was also still being given allowance. So my money that I had even preserved to spend whilst I was doing my master's, I gave it wholeheartedly to my friend. And then my friend also asked for more money. And just before I started that course, because if you're in the UK, and those in the UK knows this, if you're out of work 3 months, you really can't get a loan anymore because they won't have a history of your work experience. So just before it was 3 months, my friend asked me. So I went to the bank and got my friend that money. Guess what? They calculated the interest and all, which is something I was never, because I've never taken a loan in that sense. So I didn't know how it worked. So I gave this friend the money and I said, so they said we will be paying back something. Oh, this is what you'll be paying back. Oh, so my friend was paying back that money into my account, and that was the same account my allowance from my family was going into, and all of that. I mean, I was just spending money. I was just traveling. I was enjoying. Then all of a sudden, my friend called me one day and said, "Oh, I finished paying all that money, Zo." I said, "Really? Ah, wow." And I said, "Cool." So then the following month, the bank asked me for the money. I'm like, what happened? But I was too embarrassed to go back to my friend. But the bank is still asking me for money. Then I said to myself, it must be that you know what? But I started paying that money. I started repaying that money out of every other money that I have spent that money in. I didn't go back to sit down and calculate penny to penny. Did my friend cheat me? Have they taken this? Guess what, FJ? Guys, did you remember what year I said that I gave my friend the money? Guys, can you remind me what year I said? I need to know you're following. What year did I say that was? 2010, Ko?
Yes.
FJ, 2020. 2020, during COVID. COVID kept all of us at home. I was cleaning the whole house of documentation. I got to this big carton of, bank details, and I was reminiscing over some bills. And I was like, this was the year I even gave. This is that business that has gone. So this was that. I was going over it. And my eyes went to the loan contract. And guess what? I realized that I from the calculations of the bank and what I told my friend, there was a gap of £18,000 that my friend should pay. Yeah? I had paid it of my money. My own mistake, from my, but guess what I'm trying to go to about when you talk about your memory, your soul knows. And honesty and integrity matters.
Yeah.
I now said, 18,000 per lover gets is software. Hey, I now called another friend that, baby girl, look at what I have done. She said, how many years after? 10 years. Then something in my soul said, baby girl, go ask. Hey, Pekele, FJ. I called my friend. I said, how are you? How is the weather? How is the cat? How is the chair? How is the furniture in your house? How is the car? He said, go to the point, Bimbola. Now go to the point. I said, and he said, go to the point. I said, so I was checking the paperwork. And you know that money that I got you guys that time, you really didn't finish paying it all. And it remains £18,000. FJ, can you guess what came out of my friend's mouth? I am crying as I am telling you. My friend said to me, I'm sorry if we did that to you. We will repay you that money. We are sorry if we did that to you. I said, you didn't do it. I did it. And they begged me. I said, don't beg me. It was my foolishness. And my friend said, give us 2 times to pay it back. Bibola, we would never do that to you. Forgive us. I said, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. They dropped the phone. I called back my other friend. I said, Bon Koto so. What's here? Ni Bimbola show Puromo wani. What bumi? What Bamiloju? What ni Oniroshi? Calculated, they did not. As I was dropping my phone, their mother called me, their cousin called me, their auntie called me, and were begging me that, our family did this. Ma binu, ori oni je ko so nkan re nu. Ìwọ ló gbé wa dúró, ìwọ ló ṣe báyìí, ìwọ ló ṣe yìí. I said, Mommy, gbogbo yín ò ṣe mí, èmi ni. And they were begging. I said, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé. Ẹ má worry. Oh no, ma so. Mo ti sọ fún wọn. Bóyá bí ma pa wọ́n ni. Sorry for those that don't understand Yoruba. Go and learn it. Sorry. You know, at the end of the day, guess what? I started praying for them. And I laid to my, they have chosen to do right. Help them. FJ, my friends called me back in 4 months and they paid it back in full.
Wow, man.
Wow. They paid it back in full.
Wow.
They paid it back in full, FJ.
Wow.
It was not the money. It was not the money. It was not the money. It was Ori. It was the Abimi Baola.
Yes.
It was the soul voice recognition.
Yes.
It was my father saying, Anipeo Nilakase.
Yes.
It was that my soul said, oh, your monies will not be anywhere forgotten.
Yes.
You may do good and they say you didn't. It will come back to you. 2010, 2020.
10 years later.
2010, 2020. So when FJ is saying to you that, call back what it is that is yours, it is somewhere. Now, FJ, I'll say the second one. Of myself, when I fully became, when I remembered who I am, I gave my name. I gave myself a Jamie Kwosi. I said, so my father stopped at Abimi Baola. I am now calling myself a Jamie Kwosi. And I started bearing a Jamie Kwosi. And FJ, I want to tell you what has happened this year. And you know of last year and all that I gave up. Then this year, for you guys to know it is not a joke. If the name you're bearing is not working for you, with our share, please change it. So FJ, I had a case, and I'm a bit notorious, I know. I had a case with authorities some time ago, and I won. Then I left it, not knowing there was a clause in the law that said that I could be compensated. About 2 or 3 of those cases. And then recently I have another case as well. And then they also did some things around something. And like you were saying, through all of this time of rituals, through all of this time of awakening, through all of this time of launching at Jamie Post Africa and the vision behind it and everything, guess what, FJ? Eledumare yet again pointed me to say, I want to jello. I said, Father, Eledumare, you know I always like it when you come to talk to me like this. What are you saying? Tell me again. And he said, pam, FJ. Guess what? Those clauses in the law, for 2 of the cases, it was 2 days to the last day that it would end. It is a 6-year thing that you could go back to. And on the day you noticed that thing and you started the case, and it was just 2 days.
Oh, God.
2 days.
Oh, man.
To the days that I cannot do anything about it anymore on the face of the earth. I cannot revive it. I cannot ask for it. 2 days.
Man.
You needed to see the speed at which I did. Just for you to let me tell you that you should know what comes after that. And now we are in discussion. Can you guys see? That was 6 years ago yet again. And I am reaping it in 2025. Oh. And then yet another thing that happened last year, and then they had used my name somewhere for 18 months freely. I said, so I'm like, you know what? I am truly never going to be asking you how to make money, because it's like you just know how, just keep doing it. So guys, please, your spirit beings.
Oh, you
are spirit beings. Your soul knows. Your soul hears, it recognizes. Send it back to from the moment you were born. The money they gave your parents for your naming, your christening that they ate, ask for it back now. Every single penny of yours, anywhere. Go ask. Your soul knows, and it will bring it back to you. I just thought to share it, but please go and pay for your 36 days kidding with FJ. Don't ask me to pay for it for you. No, I am not doing. Go and pay and go and activate your spirit guide and your spirit being. But I'm telling you guys, don't joke with these teachings. Don't joke with what FJ teaches. I don't know about you, but I'm telling you, I am quick to want to go practice it. I want to manifest it, and I can share. And I am sharing this with you because I've just come out of a spiritual realm of something, and I just knew that I had to share it. So please, it's not me telling my story. It is sharing with you from a portal. So, and I hope you see it as that. So this platform is not gist. It is not. If you take it as a gist, you'll keep coming back for more gist next week. But you want to come back with your greater testimonies and manifestation stories like this, so that we know it works, so that you're beginning to know you're separated from the crowd and you're holding yourselves accountable. Or do you want to keep clocking in for more gist? And guess what? The gist is there. But it is what you make out of it. FJ, I thank you for your space yet again. Thank you.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Guys. Oh, come on. Come on. They should even follow Jamie Posin now for this. Come on. And I think the music was launched yesterday, right? If you need to, oh, man. This is, I thought my story was the most touching story. This is deep. This is deep. This is deep. This is deep. Oh, Chema said my best birthday gift I have given to myself is registering for your masterclass. Oh God, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Come on, man. Come on. Hey, man, this is the perfect example of everything I've been saying. Name. Oh, I'm dumbfounded. That's the word. I am dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say. I'm dumbfounded. This is the. Can you hear this? 10 years later, called the family, and then nothing like, can you check again? Are you really sure? We don't. I hope you're not lying. Let's go and check. And checking takes another month. They just said, if we did this to you, God, man, we are sorry. We will pay you back. And 4 months later, they paid all the money. Then the second one, 6 years, 2 days to the end of that window, she remembered. So meaning that she's already functioning in the energy of the future, because the future starts now. I told you something. I said that the influencers, the wealthy people of the future, are not people who are workers. They are creators. You are going to be rewarded for your essence. This is Ajimikosi, someone who has discovered her essence, and she's sharpening her essence. She's not in that realm of hustle. All those hard work hustling people. That's not where she is. With her name, she has this understanding of the power that a name carries. Hey, oh. Like, they jones me. The money where you they owe me, men mount, Maforisa. Make they jones me. The money where you they. I sing that song now like I'm doing mantra, because there are monies that are attached to the frequency of your name, and those monies are meant to come to you. You are meant to call forth those money. And hear what Ajay said. She said there were monies you were given as a child. Make they jones me. The money where you they owe me, give me my money. Men mount. Anyhow they sing it. But the part is every money that is attached to my name, those monies must come to me. Because you are going to step into the next 9 years of ease, of essence, of prosperity, of abundance. That's what you are stepping into, guys. That's what you are stepping into. And that's why the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery is for you. Those who are ready to take the bull by the horns. And her parents are ancestors. What of the money someone is owing you and they don't want to pay back? Listen to Ajay Post's story. Listen, because the people would have said we're not paying you back. They never argued. Even the money people were owing your family, your parents. There are a lot of you are a victim of injustice when it comes to money, economic injustice. You can use your name to call it back. Me, I am not in this world to come and struggle. I always tell people around me all that. I have that similarity to Ajay Nikosi. All this struggling for money, I don't do that. I don't chase. You have to build that system. And I believe that you have everything within you to build that system. So those who would like to register for the masterclass, the link is in the bio, or just send the DM. It's 30-day countdown to the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. Thank you so much, Ajay Nikosi, for sharing your story. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have one more person, since the stories are inspiring. Yemi wants to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Her testimony just inspired me to share something today. Actually, today is my dad's 3 years remembrance, and I wanted to do something for him today. And anyways, before I even get there, I'll say, guys, just know the meaning of your names. I think when I was in secondary school, I realized that a lot of Yoruba people usually have more than one name, and I only had one name and one English name, which I didn't really like because people don't pronounce it well. So I was using Bolanle for my document, and I asked my parents then, do I have any other names? And they said yes. So I actually have like 5 names, and Oluwakemi is one of them. And I fell in love with Oluwakemi, and I was like, Daddy, why didn't you guys use Oluwakemi? Why are you using Bolanle? I like Bolanle. It's a good name. If you know the meaning, all my names actually means wealth, glory, power. That's all my names that I was given, and I embody it. So I was like, why didn't you guys use Oluwakemi Sola? Because I actually prefer that. And I was like, can I change it? They said it's too late. It will affect all my other primary school documents and the rest. But I never forgot that name, and I just wished to use it. My soul just wanted to use Oluwakemi Sola. So somehow God made it happen. I met somebody, and he was supposed to be my boyfriend, my ex then. And he was like, no, he had a male friend, a very close male friend, like a best friend that bears Bolanle. And that was the first time I was seeing a guy bearing Bolanle. And he's like, he can't call me Bolanle. Don't I have another name? And I said Oluwakemi Sola. And that's how the name stuck ever since then. everybody started calling me that. I started using it in university. So basically, my documents carry Bolanle. Every other person calls me Oluwakemi, and it's stuck. And even my parents will tell me that my name follows me. I think even for my parents, they kind of had breakthroughs in their life after they met, after they gave birth to me. And I've never just lacked anything in my life, honestly. I never lacked. My parents will want to do everything for me. People will just want to do stuff for me. And even when I would need anything and I've started giving up on that thing, it will just come from nowhere. So let me just say the most recent one that happened to me just yesterday. My dad's remembrance is today. I wanted to do some sadaka and all of that.
So rest in peace.
And my neighbor just posted something. Amen. My neighbor just posted something on the group, on the compound group chat that we had, that she wants to sell her phone. She got an iPhone 17, she had a 15, and she wants to sell it. And I was like, okay. And one man just said, Kemi, you can actually sell this phone for her. And I said, but I don't need a phone. And who do I even sell it to? And immediately I remembered my phone guy in Abuja. I'm presently not even in Abuja. So I said, okay. I messaged her privately, asked her how much. She told me. I told her to send me all the necessary specifications. I know what it takes to sell an iPhone, battery life and all of that, the gig. So she sent everything to me. I called the guy immediately. I said, Raymond, see, I have this phone. It's clean. There's a video. Everything is clean. I know the owner. She uses her things well. And he said, okay, I'll send someone to pick up the phone. How much are you? I asked him how much he was going to buy the phone. And he told me. I called her back, asked her for last price. She said, okay. She gave me her last price. And in between, guys, I made 300K. Which was enough to cover up a lot of things that I wanted to do today and some monies I wanted to give to my mom. And in less than 2 hours, and me not even being in Abuja, everything just happened. He sent a delivery rider to pick up the phone from her. I initially sent her a deposit of 150,000 that I had, just so that she can keep the phone. I called her, I said, keep this phone for me. You're going to get your balance. And she knows, she's my neighbor, she knows me. Said, you don't worry about your money, you get your money. She said, no problem. Somebody else on the group already even showed interest. She just told the person on the group that someone has paid for it, even before she got her balance. And the guy sent his delivery rider and transferred the money to me, and I gave her money, and I was able to do everything that I wanted to do. This morning I went out, I did my sadaka. I was so happy. I came back, and I've just been in a very good mood. So for each time I will need anything, I will always get it. My names just means Oluwakemi Sola means God will always take care of me. Omobolale means you meet wealth at home. So for money, I have never just worried about money, honestly. Even my English name means light. So I'm always just out there. Even when I don't want to be noticed, even when I don't want to, be out there, I can't help it. So I'll just say for today, I think one of the things I'll say is, aside signing up for the 36 days, which I did, I signed up for mine last year, December, and that's what changed my life. I can't even begin to tell you guys everything that's happened to me in the space of, basically, this is 11 months, right? It's not up to a year. But in the space of, 11 months after signing up for 36 days and meeting Mr. Femi and meeting all the amazing people, Ajimi Posi, and I love her so much. She's like my big mommy. And your life just changes. So I encourage all of you to sign up for it and then go and find out the meaning of your names. Because even if you are parents here, tell your children the meaning of their names. Because for each time I get to a difficult phase in my life, I look at myself in the mirror and I remind myself who I am. Even before I met Mr. Femi and knowing that, okay, this is maybe casting a spell around your name, I always look at myself and say, you've never lacked anything. With your parents, you never lacked anything. And this is the meaning of your name. And I remind myself that I am Oluwakemi Sola Omobolanle Abioye. So everything about me is glory. So even before knowing that, okay, this is you casting a spell or you doing a ritual, it's something I've always been doing. So if you do not know the meaning of your name today, go and find out the meaning of your name. And I personally don't like English names. Sorry to anybody bearing names like Precious or Hope. Like, to me, that's not go, and if you have to, as Ajimi Posi said, if you have to change your name, go and look for something in your tribe, your tribal name, and get a strong meaning, and get a good name that has a strong meaning that you relate to. Because I relate more to Oluwakemi Sola, and I made sure that I have made it my number one name. that I bear. Then the others are just, I don't even when I check my numerology, I don't even use my English name, which is Herlim. It means light. It has a good meaning, beauty, light, and everything, but it doesn't really call to me. So that's all I will say. Thank you so much for being able to share. And just everybody say a prayer for my dad. And honor your ancestors, because
Thank you.
I can't even begin to say how much my dad still takes care of me, even though he's dead. There's just a lot of things, but honor your ancestors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Today has been an amazing session, guys. You've heard it all. And you know what to do from here. Thank you so much, Ajemi Kosi, for telling your story. Thank you so much, Kemi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the likes, for the gifts. And see you for the day 32 countdown to the 36-day manifestation. 2026 is going to be explosive. Have a great week and stay blessed. Thank you.